Things just got a whole lot more bullish for XRP. Now, you might be thinking, well, the price doesn't look like it, but when you peel the surface back, well, there is just more coming with XRP that you need to be aware of. But all I ever ask in these videos is if you can subscribe to the channel and smash a like if you're bullish on XRP, and drop a comment down below. Where do you think XRP's price prediction will be coming by the end of the year? And with that being said, let's take a quick look at the global market. Currently 1.04 trillion, just down 1.03% after that massive pullback yesterday. XRP, you can see there, 2.74% down. Volume starting to increase, which is always normally a good sign when it relates back into the price. And the market cap at $26.3 billion. So what do we know and what's come out very, very recently? Well, shout out to Eleanor Terrett. So Eleanor Terrett, journalist, producer, also from the UK, did tweet this. This is the opposition to the SEC's government motion to certify the interlocutory appeal. Now, remember, we've talked about this in a couple of other videos. So this is the motion from Ripple back towards the SEC. And the great news is I actually have that full document for you here to have a look at. So you can see there, Securities and Exchange Commission, these are the plaintiff versus Ripple Labs, the defendants. And again, this is their defendants' memorandum of law in opposition to the plaintiff's motion to certify the interlocutory appeal. Ultimately, what they believe is wrong with it before this can go ahead. Now, we know the SEC put this in. They haven't actually filed an appeal yet. That is still being debated upon by Judge Annalisa Torres as whether that will go ahead. But as it stands at the minute, they have applied and sought the kind of permission to put this interlocutory appeal into play. So when we take a look at it, I'm going to just cover off three main points that I thought were really interesting in terms of the argument from the Ripple team back against the SEC. And namely, they are: the court order does not involve a pure or controlling question of law. The SEC cannot show substantial ground for difference of opinion. And finally, that the intermediate appeal will not advance the termination of this litigation. I think very, very interesting. So when you take a look at page number 5, which is where we get that first point of exactly what it's all about, it kind of continues there. The court did not rule in the SEC's favor of all issues. In response, the agency is now rushing to appeal what it claims is a purely legal question applicably to every digital asset case. But the SEC's latest shift of litigation positions to further its desired goal, like its earlier one, shows no allegiance to the law. Very important. They're basically saying that it's nonsense and that what they're doing is a stall tactic, and equally that there is no legal question given the fact this interlocutory appeal and what it's all about. In terms of point number 2, as it kind of comes down, we see here that there are no substantial grounds for difference of opinion. The SEC also fails to establish substantial ground for difference of opinion as to whether Ripple's other distribution did not constitute the offer and sale of an investment contract. Order 27 explained above, the ruling was based on the factual record in this case. Factual record. Kind of crazy to think, and obviously the SEC appealing against that. And finally, the intermediate appeal will not advance the termination of litigation. The third condition of certification is that an immediate appeal from the order may materially advance the ultimate termination of the litigation. Interlocutory appeal is generally unwarranted when reversal would not terminate the litigation. And what this is referring to the fact that there are 3 separate law cases against the XRP team from the SEC, namely the 2 founders and finally the XRP sales. So again, this doesn't change the overall outcome, but I do think it's really, really interesting, and equally the points in which have been brought up are very factually correct, and equally they really have gone after it. In terms of the conclusion, it says here, the court should deny the SEC's motion for certification. The court should also deny the SEC's request for a stay pending appeal for the reasons identified in the individual defendants' separately filed opposition. So Ripple coming in pretty hard on the back of that SEC, and I think for one, it is a great statement to be made, and equally I absolutely think, based upon what I've read in this case, I don't see them approving an appeal. I just don't. I don't think it changes it, and I think the grounds in which the SEC have applied on are very, very, very thin indeed. So what does it mean? Well, experts now predict a significant price increase in Ripple shares, and they could become $140,000 after the IPO. Very interesting. A lot of it will determine what happens on the court case. What I would say, if we get $10,000 in Ripple shares turn into 140k, we'll expect the price of XRP to significantly increase. Now, 93 cents was as high as we've been in recent months on the back of that court case win. As we kind of work through that, there are a couple of key points we need to break through, but look, I absolutely can see XRP being a significant coin and a significant player in the cryptocurrency space, given everything it's gone through, and it still continues. There is obviously the Ripple party coming up soon, but I could see us pushing back up this 5253 support line that we've been hugging for quite some time. We do need market sentiment though. The overall cryptocurrency market again is down, and my opinion is the SEC are doing everything they can to stifle the market. We know they've just delayed the ETFs for another 45 days. They'll be trying to do this with XRP. Once they all gets worked out, expect the floodgates to open, expect some massive price movements, and as ever, I think we'll be here for it to bring you the latest and greatest, everything going on. As ever, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm really interested to know your thoughts, and I appreciate you all watching the video. Don't forget to like and share it. It does support the algorithm, ultimately lets people know that we are here and we are talking about XRP here on the channel. As ever, have a fantastic day. Let's go make some money. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.